Ldbc here. Just want to make me a quick one. Just got off of work, had a day today. First day back to school for my kids for the school year. These big cheese buses was playing games this morning, so I had to take everybody to school. It was 2 different schools, man. That was rough. But anyway, I want to talk a little boxing. I got a little something to say today. First, I want to say thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you for your time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I ask that you please subscribe. If you like my content, please share it, like it, and comment. What I want to talk about today, I just want to talk a little bit about a little more about this Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder hate. I watched a video. I think it was 78. I think 78 made a video about Bellew and Whyte hate. It's something I watched earlier today, and I had a little minute at work on, so I'm pretty sure that's who it was. So shout out to 78 Sports TV. Shout out to the Ldbc as a whole. Bellew and Whyte still hating himself, still hating about not getting that Deontay Wilder fight. You got fans over in the UK sneak this and talking sideways on Deontay Wilder, saying that he's fighting Fury but not fight Bellew and Whyte. So I'm gonna address him first before I get into Bellew. Bellew and Whyte, AJ's bodyguard, that had ample opportunity to put himself in a position to actually really be the mandatory for Wilder's belt. But he wants to, ride that wave off of these little paltry victories. He done got over Lucas Brown and Joseph Parker. And that Chisora fight, I felt like Chisora won that fight, but hey, it was a close fight. It was close enough fight either way. For what I like to see in a fight, I felt like Chisora won more rounds than Whyte. But that said, other than that, Whyte just tried to talk his way into the Wilder fight. By acting like he's the big bad guy on the yard. Just the big bad wolf. Talking. But when it comes time to, Wilder said, okay, man, since your promoter don't want to put AJ on the same contract that says if I beat you, AJ's next, and make the terms fair, says your promoter don't want to do that. If you beat Luis Ortiz, I'll give you a shot. He never really came back and said he wanted to do that. So then, of course the WBC eventually said, made that an eliminator fight that would have put him in contention. He pretty much sidestepped that, ran over to fight Joseph Parker because he knew that was a whole lot easier fight. But the crazy thing was he was talking all kind of big noise about Luis Ortiz was old, and he, Wilder don't get any credit for beating that old man, such. But when the opportunity comes for him to fight that old man, he sidestepped it. And I talked about this in my other videos where I've been, talking about how Luis Ortiz is avoided by so many people. And I just echo the same thing here again. These guys can talk all they want to talk, but when it comes time to put pen to paper to try to get a fight with Luis Ortiz, or even come to the negotiation table or anything, they have zero interest in fighting that man. And even with Wilder having KO'd, that hasn't changed. These guys don't want any problem with Luis Ortiz. So Bellew and Whyte, if you're not going to fight your way into contention for a Wilder fight, stay over there on that side where you at now and fight your way into an AJ fight. AJ rematch, get knocked out again or knock him out or whatever, who cares? All of y'all are just reduced to contender status at this point anyway. You're all in contention to try to get a fight with Wilder or Fury at this point, even AJ. Because, he's proven to be the fool's gold over there. The two real champions are about to fight. Nobody worried about what y'all doing with those paper titles AJ holding. Go ahead and fight for one of them. As for Bellew, Man's all talk as well. He's sitting there, and I'm not even gonna get into the fact that he hadn't really fought anybody other than David Hay at heavyweight. You know, but I'm gonna talk about his complaining about Tyson Fury getting a title shot and not Dillian Whyte. Like, he's campaigning for, he's already been riding AJ's job. Now he's campaigning for Dillian Whyte. Mind you, he's not talking about, he didn't get a Wilder shot. He don't want it. He knows he don't want a shot at Wilder. He's already admitted that. So he's crying about, well, what has Tyson Fury done to get a shot? How did Tyson Fury get ranked? Etc., etc. You know, what I find ironic is he had no complaints about Vladimir Klitschko coming back off a loss and a defeat at the hands of that same Tyson Fury, and got an immediate shot at not one, but 2 titles. He got a shot at a vacant WBA title, I think it was, and he also got a shot at that IBF title that AJ won off of Charles Martin. And you know, that was coming off of a loss and almost 2 years of inactivity. No warm-up fight, no tune-up fights. So he had to be in the rankings somewhere to be in contention for both those titles. So where was the outcry then, Tony Bellew? Why weren't you crying out for Luis Ortiz and saying, why don't he get a shot at those titles? Or anybody, you know, even if you, I guess, you know, why not say Dillian Whyte get a shot then, even though he done even less at that point. But my goodness, I mean, if he's gonna complain about Fury getting a shot at a title when Fury is the recognized lineal champ, man's undefeated, never been beat in the ring, you know, as a professional, never lost, beat Vladimir Klitschko when he was the reigning defending champ of the IBF, of the WBA, and of the WBO titles. Fury was the one who unseated that man and took those titles from him in the ring. Not AJ. AJ beat Vlad trying to fight his way back into contention. But just so happens that he went immediately into a title shot. But that said, if you ask anyone which version of Vladimir Klitschko would have been ideal to be fighting if you had to fight him, most people would say they'd rather fight Vlad coming off of a 2-year layoff and coming off of a loss. So you got a guy coming off a 2-year layoff and a loss, immediately get into a title match for 2 titles, and there's no outcry. You're not complaining about that. So if you weren't complaining about that, don't complain about the lineal champ Fury, who beat that man, getting his shot at the the WBC title. You know, and furthermore, Bellew and all his fans or anybody who supports him, this is what I got to say about that. If you're not talking about you yourself getting a shot at a title, shut the fuck up and quit worrying about what's going on with other people. I mean, you campaigning for somebody else to get a shot. You should be trying to get a shot yourself. You call yourself a heavyweight. You run around here saying you got more heavyweight, you got a better heavyweight resume than Deontay Wilder, but yet it's still you campaigning for another man to get a shot at Wilder. Why aren't you trying to get a shot at Wilder? Because you know better. And since you know better, you need to show better and shut up and take your seat, take 2 seats, and watch these guys who really want to fight, the best, come out and support their fight. Get behind it. Ain't no need of you sitting there steadily talking about what somebody else didn't do and somebody else don't deserve this and don't deserve that. You don't even deserve to have a mic put in your face to even get to speak on the heavyweight division. Go down there and fight Usyk at cruiserweight, probably get beat up, and then find you something else safe to do. Start commentating or acting full time. You can be a punching bag in boxing movies. I mean, it's like the brothers already done said. Your biggest win was against Adonis Creed in the Rocky movie. So until you do something better than that on your resume, get to the back of the line and shut up, ho. I'm out of here.